We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlyn to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million.
Caitlyn Clark fan, you're definitely going to want to watch this one until the very end. Before we get started, let me know you're part of the Clark Update Army by commenting CC 100% below. I love seeing all the amazing Clark fans in the comments. Now, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's video. Elon Musk made headlines recently when he offered Caitlyn Clark an incredible $10 million to show his support. Musk, the owner of X, formerly known as Twitter, had been keeping a close eye on the barrage of criticism directed at Clark during the WNBA season. Unable to remain silent any longer, he made the decision to intervene and provide financial support to what he considers to be one of the biggest stars in sports history. For all the most recent information about Caitlyn Clark and the WNBA, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Your support means the world to us. So, let's get started. And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million, and the Golf League office was immediately inundated with emails from fans requesting that the event be televised live so that they could watch. This is what one of the tournament heads said. I received your inquiry regarding if our Wednesday prowl will be live streamed anywhere. Unfortunately, not. The only way to view would be in person.
Seen such a huge inflection of attention and, her play, just the way she plays the game, I think that's going to be
I will let you know if anything changes, as we do have a lot of people asking the same thing. We are excited to have her with us. Reach out with any other questions and have a great day.
I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
This demonstrates that Caitlyn Clark's fans are devoted to her regardless of the sport she plays, which is something we haven't seen in years and highlights the amazing influence she has on the sports industry. Elon Musk has been keeping a close eye on Caitlyn Clark since the beginning of the season, but he kept this interest hidden from the public.
Caitlyn Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
Despite being fully aware of Clark's record-breaking performances and the impact she was having on the game, Musk decided it was time to come out and publicly support her. He took a risk by offering her a $10 million endorsement deal, which showed that he believed in her talent and potential.
And I also just loved the overwhelming response of people that were saying like, oh look, now Caitlyn Clark is going to get me to watch.
Few weeks into the Indiana Fever's off-season, and we are already seeing some major moves from players and the Indiana Fever front office. However, this exposes some hypocrisy on the part of these organizations. While other players are allowed to compete in different leagues all over the world, Clark isn't given the same freedom. She is limited to the WNBA and can pursue opportunities elsewhere. This situation emphasizes the equal treatment she faces despite her enormous influence on the sport.
This is what one of the tournament heads said. I received your inquiry regarding if our Wednesday Pro-Am will be live streamed anywhere. Unfortunately not. The only way to view would be in person. I will let you know if anything changes, as we do have a lot of people asking the same thing. We are excited to have her with us. Reach out with any other questions and have a great day.
WNBA players got upset. We don't have the privilege of just playing basketball. We have to care about these social issues. She's playing in a social issues league that wants to wear shirts that say vote, push some sort of political agenda. One instance of this restrictive treatment is the offer Caitlyn Clark received from the Big Three League, which was willing to pay her $10 million for just 3 months of play involving about 10 matches. However, the WNBA did not allow her to join. Then, she received another offer from a league in Turkey.
Maybe it is a good thing that Caitlyn Clark isn't playing in Unrivaled this year.
Players like Gabby Williams and many others are currently playing in that same league without any problems. Another opportunity arose with the Euro League where Clark was scheduled to play, but the WNBA prevented her from doing so. You can sense the jealousy factor here because so many leagues and businesses have made enormous offers for Clark, but she is unable to pursue any of them. Do you really think it's her decision not to accept these offers? Does she detest money, or is she somehow above everything?
Unrivaled losing out on a player like Caitlyn Clark, obviously, knowing the Caitlyn Clark effect, knowing the kind of ratings that she brings, I think it is a huge missed opportunity.
In fact, she once stated in an interview that they aren't paid enough to even afford family tickets, which makes it obvious that she needs the financial support, but the league this is not the end of the story. Let's look at what the WNBA and Nike did to Caitlin Clark. Nike offered her a contract worth $28 million, which sounds impressive at first, but when you break it down, that's over a span of 8 years. While $28 million is a big sum, 8 years is a long time to be tied to one company.
WNBA players got upset. We don't have the privilege of just playing basketball. We have to care about these social issues. She's playing in a social issues league that wants to wear shirts that say vote, push some sort of political agenda.
Let's also talk about the shoes. Has Nike released a signature shoe for Caitlin Clark? This raises the question of whether they really wanted to support and promote their star player. We have to, as fans, as media, as players, lighten up a little bit. Not every criticism of a player is said because we just dislike that player. There's a league with players that feel like they should be getting the attention now. They have center stage, but the ratings are going to go down. Are they going to be pointing fingers and blaming Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans whenever the ratings don't stay the same? Yeah, they will. Hey, look at the numbers everywhere else across women's basketball. It's not just Caitlin Clark. It's all of us. And then the moment the ratings tank, they're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along.
Founded by Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, let's check out some of the players who have opted in to playing in Unrivaled. Enrique Ogunbowale, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese is playing, Dearica Hamby is playing, Natasha Cloud, Dejanay Carrington is playing, Brittany Griner is playing. So why do we think that none of the Indiana Fever team has signed up to play in?
It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product and now they're gone and we're back with our diehards. It is bad news for the WNBA that she's not continuing. Why did they bind her? Because Nike favors A.A. Wilson. In my opinion, there is no true comparison between A.A. Wilson and Caitlin Clark. Although the public views them as rivals, Caitlin Clark is on a different level. Nike obviously wanted to support Audi Wilson, but when they saw how popular Caitlin Clark was becoming, they became concerned that another company like Adidas may sign her. As a result, they took action.
Have to, as fans, as media, as players, lighten up a little bit. Not every criticism of a player is said because we just dislike that player.
They crossed the line of being disrespectful, but they talked a lot of trash and they got humbled, and I think that that's okay. While they have been working hard to promote A.A. Wilson, this entire incident demonstrates how they recruited Clark only to shackle her without providing her with the attention she so richly deserves. You know what the contract is? The true question here is why Caitlin Clark is subject to such restrictions in comparison to other athletes.
League with players that feel like they should be getting the attention. Now they have center stage, but the ratings are going to go down. Are they going to be pointing fingers and blaming Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans whenever the ratings don't stay the same?
Yeah, they will. Hey, look at the numbers everywhere else across women's basketball. It's not just Caitlin Clark, it's all of us. And then the moment the ratings tank, they're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along. It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product, and now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards. It is bad news for the WNBA that she's not.
Why is she unable to participate in other leagues or take on more sponsorship contracts? Why is Clark restricted to the WNBA while other athletes are free to pursue possibilities worldwide, sign contracts, and establish their own brands? Angel Reese is continuously seeking to damage her reputation in an effort to gain attention by spreading false information. Players like Jana have actually attempted to hurt her by poking her in the eye, ostensibly with the intention of keeping her out of the game. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent. No player in the WNBA can really compare to her. If we're talking about comparisons, we should be mentioning names like LeBron James or Steph Curry from the NBA players on her level. Even veterans like Diana Taurasi have made fun of her, implying that she is just a fleeting sensation, which couldn't be further from the truth. One of the more interesting aspects of this fanhood is that some of the biggest supporters of Caitlin Clark are not whites. They're actually black male. In contrast, the WNBA frequently seems to be full of jealousy and pointless rivalries with players who are more interested in undermining one another than improving the game. This is unfair, and it's time for people to recognize how exceptional Caitlin Clark really is. Elon Musk has come under fire for offering Caitlin Clark $10 million, with many claiming the players like AJ Wilson, Nafi Sakalir, and Brianna Stewart are more deserving of such recognition. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. But let's be honest, those players haven't done much to actually elevate the WNBA. They've been playing for years before Caitlin Clark arrived, and we've never seen this level of excitement or interest in the league. The fact is that Caitlin Clark has single-handedly lifted the league from near obscurity. Just look at the numbers from her most recent game. A staggering 2.6 million people watched, setting a new viewership record for the league. This has never happened before in the league. The buzz we're seeing now was previously exclusive to the NBA. A system of checks and balances should be in place to ensure that no player, especially someone like Caitlin Clark, is unfairly treated or oppressed. All players should be valued equally, creating a culture of respect throughout the league. If each player received the recognition they deserve, it would inspire young athletes to look up to the league and aspire to join it. We could see more generational talents like Clark rise through the ranks in the future, but only if the league is properly monitored and managed with a vision for long-term success and inclusivity. Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single-season rookie record for assists, single-season rookie record for three-pointers, single-game record for assists, 19 franchise record for most double-doubles, three-pointers, career, 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach a 100 three-pointers. She did it in 34 games. Most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game, for which she received the most fan votes ever. 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say pay more attention to the other folks. Like she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand. As we come to the end of this conversation, it is evident that the WNBA's future depends on establishing a welcoming environment where players like Caitlin Clark can flourish. By promoting equality, respect, and appropriate administration, we can make sure that the league not only survives, but thrives. We also need to acknowledge and celebrate the skill and commitment of every player, elevating their status and motivating the next generation. And I think in overall popularity does her race play a factor? Nominal women's basketball has had a cornucopia of talented white and black women's basketball players. Elena Diodon is as white, is she not? Sue Bird white, is she not? Asia Wilson's black. Cynthia Cooper black. Like, you can go back through and it's actually a lot more. There's gay and there's straight. There's black and there's white. There's tall and there's short. Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player. Not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good. She's legit good. She's colorblind good. She's guilt-free good. She's a politically good. Elon Musk's possible involvement might result in a much-needed improvement, but in the end, everyone involved, players, we appreciate your participation in this crucial discussion. If you liked this video and would like to stay up to date on Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, and all the latest happenings, please subscribe to our channel. Your support is greatly appreciated, and together we can fight for the respect and recognition these athletes deserve. Until the next time, let's continue to champion excellence in women's sports. Becky Hammon was asked about the trash talk, and here's what she had to say. "No, I mean we talked our crap. They heard it and they get to talk their crap. It's part of the game. It's not like personal,